Hello, Aquarius. How y'all doing, man? It is finally time to bust out your March 2022 reading. March 2022. I've been telling all the other signs, man. It's flying by, dude. It's flying by. Tell me if you relate to this. It feels to me like ever since the clock struck 2020, it's just been one long drawn out year, right? It's just ching, ching. So it's like long and drawn out and moving fast at the same time. It's kind of weird, man. Time is collapsing. Time is collapsing. We are at the end of time, right? It's the end of time. Not the end of life, not the end of the world, the end of time. Think about it. Anyway, if you would like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. Okay, that's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Okay, also social media, Facebook and Instagram. I only have one Facebook and one Instagram, and those are in the description of the video as well. Okay, if you want to go give me a follow, you're more than welcome. All right, let's hop right into this. Let's see what's coming in for Aquarius in March 2022. March 2022, what's coming in for Aquarius, universe? What's coming in? Oh, there it is. There it is. Boo, the World card. That's good. Some of you could be getting closure. I really don't want to say too much about this just yet. Okay, all right, 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. The Hierophant reversed. Okay. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I see communication here. I see communication, but I don't know, man, with that Strength card right next to it. You know, the Strength card has a lot to do. Well, I mean, every card has, a lot of meanings behind it. But with the Strength card right next to a communication card, it kind of feels to me like this person, there's a lot more that they want to say to you, but they're holding back and biting their tongue. 5 of Wands reversed. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is closure. Yep. Somebody here is disappointed, though, from what I'm seeing. Somebody here is disappointed. I don't think, you know what this could be? This could be an actual attempt at reconciliation. An attempt. But it ends up just being closure. One of you is getting closure, the other one is disappointed. I'm kind of feeling like this person really wants to reconcile is what they want. And maybe you think that's what you want, but especially if this was something that happened a long time ago. Like say this happened 6 months to a year ago, whenever you all separated. See, the memory you still have of them in your mind is from back then when you viewed the world through the old lens. Well, you've grown a lot and evolved a lot since then, So you still have that memory from the old lens, but you don't have that lens on anymore. But in your mind's eye, you still see this person in your mind the way you saw them back then. So the next time you get to communicate with them and talk to them, you see them in a totally different light. Like, oh, why was I tripping over you? Now, obviously that's not going to be everybody because some of you have already moved past this. But I think even those of you who haven't moved past this, you're seeing them in a totally different light, And I think it's going to be closure for you. I don't know about them, though. I think they're a little bit disappointed. Either way, though, y'all are squashing the beef and putting an end to this, whatever it was that happened here. But with the 6 of Wands reversed, I kind of feel like they want to do more than just reconcile things. I'm sorry. I think they want to do more than get closure. It feels to me kind of like they want to reconcile things here. You've been healing, though, haven't you? You've been healing. Let me see if I can get a couple of cards at your perspective. How does Aquarius feel about this person for this situation? How's Aquarius feeling about this person or this situation, universe? Six of Pentacles reversed. So some of you all have really just kind of been in fuck it mode, you know? Like, you know, whatever, I ain't even worried about them. I'm not worried about nobody but me and what I'm doing, you know? Kind of taking that necessary selfish approach of like, every time I try to give myself away, I get screwed over and taken advantage of, you know? So no, I'm doing me, you know? So you, either way though, you all have grown a lot and evolved since then. I don't know. Let me just see their true intentions. Let's see their true intentions. If I keep going, I'm going to start going in circles and probably drift off in the wrong direction. What's this person's true intentions? How do they feel about Aquarius deep down, universe? How do they really feel about Aquarius deep, deep down? What are their true intentions? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions? What do they really want? What do they really want? Three of Cups. So I think that they do definitely want to still be friends with you. They do want to be friends. That's for sure. I think they want you in their life in any way they can, you know? But the Knight of Cups is reversed. Ace of Wands. Devil card. Okay. Lover's card reversed. Okay. All right. So I kind of feel like they've just been obsessing over you in like kind of an unhealthy way, you know? So with the Lover's card reversed, I don't know if they're actually wanting to take this connection and grow and evolve with it, you know? It's more like self-indulgence. Like, I don't know if they just want to have a sex-based connection with you. Maybe they have issues with addiction and alcoholism, you know? But it really feels very much more like, I don't know, man. Look, the Player card. You got the Player card right next to the Devil card here. And the Lover's card reversed. It kind of feels to me like their intentions aren't to like pick up where you left off and grow and evolve together. It's almost like it's more of a game to them. They've been waiting on you to break the silence. They've been waiting on you to break the silence, okay? They are living with some regret, though. They are living with some regret. But I don't think, I mean, they may be living with regret, but they're not actually willing to do what it takes to correct the problem, you know, that inner work that has to be done to really like actually get to the meat of the problem. So they be bringing the exact same energy back to the connection, you know? And okay, some of you have heard me use this example, but I think this example, like this analogy fits perfectly. If you can imagine driving down the road and then all of a sudden your spark plug burns out in your car. Bang, spark plug goes out. So you go to AutoZone and get an Autolite spark plug for $1.50, stick it in the engine block, fire the car up, cruise down the road, bang, spark plug goes out again. You all know that you know that one person who goes back to AutoZone, gets another Autolite spark plug for $1.50, sticks it in the engine block again, and the dang spark plug goes out again. So when we bring the same energy back to an attempted reconciliation that was there when the problem manifested itself, what do you think is going to happen? We're not getting to the root of the problem. The spark plug's not the problem. It's deeper than that. Okay? It's deeper than that. It's more complex than that. That's just the symptom. That's just the manifestation. With this person right here, I don't know if they're willing to actually do that inner energy mechanic work, you know? King of Swords. Okay. Well, I feel like it's going to be closure. Finally getting closure. I think you are. Finally closing this out. Let's see the outcome then. Let's see the outcome. Four of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I think you're finally able to let go of this now. Feels like you're finally going to be able to let go of this. Two more. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I do feel there it is again. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So I feel like you're getting closure, though, dude. I feel like you're getting closure. You know what? With this Two of Cups, though, here, it does kind of feel like the two of you will remain in each other's lives. I just don't know how happy they are with the way things are going. I think they're wanting more than closure. You know, they very well may try to throw a pity party and try to make you feel sorry for them. You know, boo hoo, poor, pitiful me. But here's you. Here's you. Like, oh, well, that sucks. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, but you're either already involved with somebody new, or the next relationship is going to be something new. Okay. Now let's go worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, the two of you do attempt reconciliation. I know there's a couple of you that will. You're going to take another trip around the merry-go-round, and you're going to ride that ride one more time with them. You know, you'll just end up repeating the experience. It'll just be the same thing, basically, you know. But yeah, you have something new coming in. I really think that for the majority of you, I think the next relationship is going to be new. New. Let's take a look at the newest person coming in. Actually, no. Let's just get a little bit of advice for this first. Hang on. Let's just see if Aquarius needs any advice from this past situation here. I don't really feel like you do, but something's telling me to look at it. Magician. Ooh, monitor your frequency. Monitor your vibration. Pay very close attention to what frequency you are on. Okay, you have no idea how important that is. Nine of Pentacles. Monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency. See, have you ever noticed how it's always so easy for us to talk about everybody else's frequency, you know? Oh man, John is such a low vibe person. I can't stand being around John. Man, Sarah, her vibe is all out of whack, man. She puts off weird vibes. Man, Ashley is such a bitch, dude. I don't like her vibe. What about my vibe? What about my vibe? What frequency am I on? Monitor your vibration. Okay. It happens all the time, man. Yesterday morning, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Wrong side of the just, I don't want to get up today. I don't want to exist today. I don't want to, you know? I have to acknowledge that. Oh shit, my vibe sucks right now, bro. My vibe sucks. I got to get in here and I got to turn some knobs and wrenches and levers, and I got to get my vibe right, you know? We got to do it, man. Just do not let this person trigger you. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to fix your vibration, or to make sure your vibration is your number one priority. The closure that you're getting with this person, okay, this is for your frequency. Okay, this is for your frequency so that you can release yourself from the energetic tie to this person that has been holding you back. Okay. All right. That was weird advice, but that's what came through. So, all right, now let's take a look at the newest person coming in. Now let's take a look at the newest person coming into Aquarius's life. Newest person coming in. How's the energy looking? How is the energy looking? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Last one. Ooh, boy. Ooh, it's looking good, though. It is looking good. Now, I don't know why. The past person is watching this whole thing, by the way, just to let you know. Just to let you know, whatever it is you're involved in right now, the past person's sitting around watching the whole thing. Some of you, like, especially if you started a new job or something like whatever this. Okay, so this newest situation right here looks very promising. Looks very, very promising. Okay, but you still have somebody watching you from the past. I'm not trying to look at the past. I don't know why this is coming through. I don't know why this is coming through. Hang on. This looks very promising, though. The energy surrounding you and this new person is very, very promising. Very promising. Now, that's no guarantee. You know that. But there's a lot more energy supporting the success of this new connection than there is supporting the failure of this connection. Okay? Ten of Wands. Okay, so there's still some past energy that's getting in the way here. There's still some past energy getting in the way. I don't want to talk about the past person, though. I don't know why this is coming through. This is annoying. I don't know why this past person's coming into this new person's reading, but I think you need to work really, 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 really hard on making sure that you cut all ties from the past energetically. Okay, this shit happened. Maybe what it is maybe some of you don't really fully comprehend just how important it is to make sure the energy is right. You know, now I'm sure some of you are aware, and if you're already aware of this, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the Aquarians who think that they can just appear to be a certain way, and then that's what counts. You know, this doesn't matter what it looks like you're doing. The universe doesn't respond to the words that are coming out of your mouth. The universe doesn't respond to the little actions that you appear to be taking. Okay. The universe responds to what's really happening energetically. Okay. You can't just ignore the energy. Yes, words and actions are very, very important, but if they don't match the energy, that doesn't matter. So some of you are pretending to have moved on from this, and you're acting really, really well. And the new person and anybody else in your life probably would never suspect that you're still so tightly tied to a past person. But the universe is picking it up, and I think it's slowing things down here. It is slowing things down. Yep, it is definitely slowing things down. But you have a lot of energy. I'm going to go ahead and look at this new person's intentions. With this 10 of Cups, though, I'm telling you, if you work with the universe has a lot of good things in store for you. A lot of good things in store for you. Okay, 10 of Swords. So yeah, this person has one. They have one hell of a past too. This new person. They have one hell of a past. And I'm kind of getting that they are, see, at one point in time, this is going to sound weird. This is getting kind of complicated. At one point in time, this new person had completely given up on love. They had completely given up on it and had their walls up and was not willing to let anybody in. But there's something that they see in you. There's something that they see in you that makes them feel different. You know, there's something they see in you that they have a hell of a past, though. They do. They do have a hell of a past, but they see something in you that's different. You know, like there's something different about you to where I feel like they're actually willing to start letting their guard down and be that vulnerable person they're afraid to be. You know, they're highly sexually attracted to you, highly. But they're actually willing to leave the past behind for you. They really are. But boy, they got a past, though. Look, they've got a nasty past. They've got a nasty past, but they're willing to walk away from it, willing to walk away from all that and actually change things up for you because they see something different. They see something very different. I still feel like they're afraid of commitment, though. I feel like they are afraid of commitment. All right. Okay, well, let's see the outcome then. Outcome. Let's look at the outcome. Ooh, the Four of Wands. Some of you all could end up moving in together. But if you look at this right here, yeah, this kind of feels to me like if you all haven't moved in together, you will be moving in together, more than likely. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, okay. So I feel like both of you are actually releasing the past. If there is a tower that you've been holding on to, wanting to rebuild it, you're letting it burn. Does that make sense? You know, if there is anything that you were kind of holding on to, hoping that it would work out again one day, I feel like you're letting go of that. You're both letting go of the past. Both letting go of the past. And this connection is starting to turn into a connection that's so intense that I feel like even if you wanted to get away from this, the universe wouldn't let you. Universe wouldn't let you. We all know what it's like to try to force a connection that the universe is fighting against. Well, this is one of those types of connections that even if you got scared and tried to run away, the universe wouldn't let you. Wouldn't let you. This one here, yep, could be a Gemini, could be a twin flame for some of you. But yeah, both of you, I feel like y'all are both on the same page here. This is very promising. It's going to be rough and scary, though. It is going to be a rough, scary, bumpy ride. Nobody's walking away from this. Okay, yeah, it's going to be rough, scary, and bumpy. But you all are both letting go of the past, leaving the past in the past, and moving forward together. I wonder if there's any advice. What kind of time we got there? Okay. I wonder if there's any advice. Is there any advice? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Hangman. Okay, and the Page of Swords reverse. Yeah, don't I guess don't let your ego get the best of you, you know? See, we all know what it's like when you're dealing with somebody and your intuition is telling you that something's wrong, you know? We've all been there. We all know that. When your intuition is picking up on the fact that there's something wrong with a person, you know, you feel that throughout your entire body. But when you're on the other side of that coin and your intuition is actually telling you that everything is cool, but your ego brain is trying to make things up, that's a totally different feeling. Okay? Thank you for that super chat. Hey, Janae. I hope I said that right. Thank you for that super chat. I suck at pronouncing names, so my apologies. But anyway, it's a totally different feeling. Totally different feeling whenever your ego brain is just making shit up like, oh, what if they're doing this? What if they did that? What if they're lying to you? When it's the ego, it just sounds like little monkey chatter up here in the top of your head. You know? Just don't let your ego get the best of you. It's going to be scary, but I feel like it will end up working out. Thank you, Rabbi. I hope I said that right. Thank you for that super chat. Beware, if you all super chat me and you may have a difficult to pronounce name, I might accidentally butcher it. I suck at pronouncing names. All right. You know what? So for those of you who have not watched any of these other March readings, I have introduced something new in the March readings. How your manifestation is coming along. Yep. And I think it's fun. This is one of my favorite things to read. So this is if you are on a manifestation journey, okay? I'm not talking to the people who are just sitting there talking about what they want or daydreaming about what they want. I'm talking specifically to the Aquarians who decided I'm going to manifest something. And you got on the path and you've been doing the work, okay? Let's see how it's coming along. How's Aquarius' manifestation coming along in March universe? How's it coming along? How's it coming along? Oh, shit. Come on, Aquarius, man. We can't be doing all this. It It happens, but we got to get this in check here. Anxiety, nervousness, worry. We got to get that in check. We got to get that in check, man. We got to get that in check. We can't be putting too much of this energy into the manifestation. You know, and I know it's real hard to get control of it. It's really, really hard. Okay. But here's the thing. Let me explain this to you. What is anxiety? What is it? What is it? I don't know about you, but I have a long, extensive history of anxiety. I've been prescribed every anxiety medication known to man. Been in and out of psychiatrist and psychologist office since I was 4 years old. I know a thing or two about anxiety. What is it? What is anxiety? Fear of losing control. That's it. That's it. That's all it boils down to is control. It doesn't matter if it's warranted or unwarranted. It doesn't matter if it's something that really honestly might happen or if your brain's just making it up for no reason. Fear of losing control. Now, if you're on a manifestation journey, you don't want to control the show. You have to be able to relinquish control and allow the universe to do things for you. Now, let's talk a little bit about the ego. Let's talk a little bit about the ego, okay? We need to differentiate. We need to be able to draw that line between the ego and your higher self or your intuition or, you know, whatever you want to call that. I'm going to call it your higher self. We need to be able to figure out which one's which. Okay. This is the ego. When you're anxious, when you're nervous, when you're stressed out, when you're worried, that's the ego. Okay. So we need to figure out what the ego can do and what it can't do. The ego loves to try to control things. The ego wants to have a sense of foresight because it thinks it needs to control the whole show. Well, there's another thing about the ego. If you really figure out the functionality of the ego and how it works, one thing the ego loves is evidence. The ego loves evidence. Well, when we're on a manifestation journey, we have to start off believing in something that we have no evidence of. How do we do that? Well, what we have to do is we have to prove to the ego that it doesn't need to control anything. How do we do that? Do not let fear and anxiety in the driver's seat. Okay? Now, notice I didn't say don't worry. I'm talking about how to get control of this. Do not let fear and anxiety in the driver's seat. Do not let it make decisions for you. Okay? Now, this can be a rough, scary, bumpy ride. But if you can manage to shove that anxiety in the back seat, take your hands off the wheel and let the universe take control, after a while, the ego's sitting back there in the back seat and it's like, whoa, hold up. Every time we let the higher self in the driver's seat, somehow everything works out. Everything. I have no idea how. It doesn't make any sense. I can't logically figure out how that would have worked out. But somehow, every single time the higher self takes the driver's seat, everything miraculously works out. Now, I can take some time to prove this to the ego. It can take some time. You're going to have to swallow your nervousness and anxiety for a while and not let it make decisions for you for a while. And then after a certain period of time, the ego is going to start to notice it doesn't need to control anything. And the harder it tries, all it knows how to do is fuck things up. Because if you allow anxiety and nervousness in the driver's seat, which means you're allowing anxiety and nervousness to be the vibration behind every decision you make and every action you take, what that does is that manifests more things that complement fear and anxiety. That's what it does. That's when the universe keeps handing you more shit that makes you nervous. So put fear and anxiety in the back seat and leave it there for a while, 6 months, a year. After a while, the ego notices, I don't need to control anything. Whoa. That's when that nervousness and anxiety starts to drop and drop. Whenever that ego gets a firm, clear understanding and trust in the universe, that anxiety starts to drop. Okay? Knight of Swords in the reverse. The World card reversed. So some of you haven't even completed the past cycle yet. RTD2, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. And look what just came out again. There it is again. There's that anxiety card. So some of you, what the issue is you are in a specific cycle on your manifestation journey. Okay. On the manifestation path, the universe sees what you want. And it says, okay, there's some things that you need to go through, some courses you need to take, some classes you need to take, and some things you need to learn on the way. Okay. So you're like in one of those learning levels. It's a certain cycle and it's not done yet. It's not done yet. Okay. So you're headed in the right direction, but whatever this cycle is that you're in right now still needs to continue. It's not time to move out of that yet. It's not time to move out of that yet. Okay. It's be patient. Okay. And just trust. This is the craziest part about manifestation, dude. You have to be able to have so much faith that it's coming that you let it go and stop thinking about it. That's the level of faith that you need to have. Okay. Everything that happens between the time you make the decision that you're manifesting something until the time that it shows up, everything that happens is part of the journey to get you there. Okay. You'll start to realize once you make your first big manifestation, you'll start to realize the process is the fun part. The process, the journey to get you there is the fun part. That's the fun part. You're making good headway. Just be patient. Don't try to force anything. The universe has you where you are right now because you are learning things right now that you're going to need whenever the breakthrough happens. When that breakthrough happens, everything that you're going through right now will make sense. Okay? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Aquarius friends needed to hear today. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.